Oh boy. Welcome, members of the court. This, I think, is going to be a practice rant video about a topic that is very important to me, which means it should be very important to you as well. But before we get started, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button while you're down there. I don't expect you to turn notifications on. Talking about cruising literally is not important enough to interrupt your day. I'm the one being honest here, okay? Anyway, I have noticed that some creators put the camera at a slightly different angle, and I'm wondering if anybody prefers a certain way. Some people just, do it directly. Some people sit kind of offset. I think a lot of other site creators, like either X or TikTok, they do this so they can point to things. Or some people even look down at the camera, and others look sort of up at the camera. Any preferences? Any idea why any particular format is best? I like this. It's just easy, so we'll probably stick with this. Anyway, we talk about certain things in cruising that are like chronic problems, like the crew shortages, all of the cutbacks, things we wish they would bring back, and of course gratuities is always a controversial topic. But there is one thing that nobody is noticing that, quite frankly, I think is a huge disservice that the cruise lines are doing to guests. And this is something that's prevalent on all cruise lines that I have ever experienced. Now, there's occasional differences here and there, but generally, there's one area where every cruise line is just dropping the ball, and I am getting really annoyed. This is one of the things that I don't look forward to whenever I board a cruise ship. And it's something we can do something about, hopefully, by letting them know in the survey. When you get that survey, go ahead and fill it out and let them know that you're just kind of disappointed by just the lack of effort, lack of creativity, the sameness across the fleet, across the days, across the cruise lines, and how you just wish that somebody would put some effort into this and come up with something new, something novel, something that the guests would enjoy actually doing, instead of being presented with, the same boring routine, never changing, no surprises. Everybody can predict exactly what they're going to get down to, exactly. There's one thing that is really, really bothering me about every cruise line, every cruise ship, and it happens every day, and it's really not that hard to fix because there have been glimmers of hope, and that is breakfast. Yes, breakfast. Breakfast on every cruise ship, every day, every venue is exactly the freaking same. You can tell. In fact, you don't have to guess. I can tell you what's going to be served on every cruise ship tomorrow morning. A tray of the fake, highly processed, non-RFK approved eggs, a tray of bacon, a tray of real bacon. Then there will be a tray of either British bacon or Canadian bacon. There will be a pork sausage, maybe a turkey sausage if they're spicy about it. Then there will be, shockers, an omelet station. I know. Oh, how innovative. And, there might be some grits. Maybe. There will, of course, be oatmeal, some stale cereals from a machine, a large vending machine. There will be warm milk, kind of gross. And in the dining room even, you will... there we go. I know. This is why I can't do a group cruise. There will be waffles, an express breakfast, which consists of eggs, bacon, sausage, and toast. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? We love our Benedict around here. We do, or at least we did, until we had it practically every morning. Yeah, now some cruise lines, I will admit, there have been some flurries of optimism here and there, like Holland America. They actually had several different Benedicts throughout my cruise on Rotterdam, and my last cruise on MSC Magnifica. They had those wonderful, healthy start bowls. Yes, kale or quinoa. Oh, no, there's kale, quinoa, chickpeas, salmon, a couple of other things. Those were new and novel and innovative. You see, it's not that hard. I mentioned this in a lot of vlogs. I'll go to the buffet and it's like, whatever. I'll look at the breakfast menu in the dining room, it's like, had it, had it, had it, had it, had it, had it, had it. My God, it's like, there might be some new members of the court. I'll make that joke in a vlog. Anyway, yes, somebody please come up with something new. This is just it's getting tired. And it's because it's the same breakfast you would find at like a Courtyard or a Fairfield Inn or any other regular business hotel with breakfast included. Good job of having decent menus for lunch and dinner and the specialties and everything like that. But breakfast is the same everywhere. Every cruise ship, every cruise line, every day, it's always the same. So why bother to cruise? Right? So there you go. There you go. On the survey, let the cruise lines know that you're just getting bored of the breakfast. Please come up with something new. Anything new. Anything new. Oh, yeah, Margaritaville even. Margaritaville with the upcharge items. They were upcharged, but they were different. Right? So maybe worth the $6 or $7. All right. Well, that is my rant, my cruising rant breakfast. Please let them know because, well, y'all know I'm right. And I know. Here we are complaining about the complimentary breakfast served on a luxury cruise ship out in the middle of the ocean while we are, planning our day, probably just sitting by the pool and getting served drinks in a lounger, which is why I know a lot of you, are very thankful for our problems.